Namaste guys, in this video basically I am going to recommend you what kind of PC specs you need for your PC to run SolidWorks or any other heavy software. So the first part is basically contained for the college students who want to know what is the minimum requirement for their PC so that it can run SolidWorks and do their work. After that I will tell you about the advanced version people, for example those who are doing work in industrial field or mechanical engineering core field. Okay, so the first question that mostly asked by the people, what should be the processor they should purchase. So there are two processors that currently are made in the market. One is the Intel processor and other is AMD Ryzen. Okay, remember I am only recommend AMD Ryzen, not AMD older series, because older series are trash, but AMD Ryzen series are currently on a big boom and they are very good processors. Okay, so let's talk about in detail. Now currently I'm talking about college students. Okay, so those who want to see advanced, they can just move the video forward. I'm just currently talking about the college students. For college students who are making projects that have a number of parts less than 500. Okay, remember I'm assuming that you have parts less than 500 or 200. Highly recommend that less than 200 parts is good. Okay, they should buy Intel Core i9, Intel Core i5 processor. Okay, remember it's cheaper. Okay, and in case if you want to Ryzen, then I recommend that you buy AMD Ryzen 5 2600 series. Okay, a question arises, which one is better, AMD Ryzen or Intel? Okay, now let's try to understand what is the difference between Intel or AMD Ryzen. Okay, so Intel processors are very strong in terms of cores. For example, it has 6 cores, so its cores are very strong as compared to the Ryzen 1. But the thing is, AMD Ryzen are cheaper, and the difference between the quality they achieve, it's less. It knows like it is very huge. So AMD processors are cheaper as compared to the Intel. So I recommend that you prefer a AMD processor as compared to the Intel processors. Why? Because they give you better quality as compared to the Intel at the same price. There might be some points in which Intel lead, but at majority times AMD rules. Okay, so I recommend that you buy AMD. If you have enough, if you are a rich person, then I recommend that you go for the Intel. But if you are a middle class person, then I recommend that you go for AMD. Remember, AMD gives you quality. It might lack little things in Intel, but it is worth its price and it has good quality that is currently going on. So I don't recommend that you waste your money on something that just gives you little inch of a head in something. But if you buy that thing at the low price and just it is a little bit low, so it is not a good thing to buy expensive one. So I highly recommend that you buy a AMD processor as compared to the Intel processor. So don't worry, I have made a list of total configurations for beginners and advanced in my description, so you can check it. But make sure you watch the whole video so that you can understand what kind of problem you might face and when to buy a processor or something like that. Okay, so and remember the speed of AMD is in many cases, for example if you are doing rendering or doing multitasking, then AMD Ryzen is in the lead. But if you are doing simulation work, then you will find there is a lead of Intel processors. I will also put the link in description in which total total benchmark is done to see which one is better, so you can check out in the link in description. Now a question arises, when you go to the market, the uh, the shop owner might try to fool you. So how they try to fool you? For example, you go to the shop owner and said, I want a Intel Core i5 processor, and they will give you. Now what they were going to do is they might give you Intel Core i5 third generation processor. As here you can see, it is 9.4. So it is a 9th generation processor. So this is how they fool people. They said they are giving you i5 processor, but they currently what they give you 3rd gen or 4th gen. So make sure when you buy a processor, make sure you check out the series. As here you can see, it is written 9th generation. It is better to buy a latest generation processor, because a later generation processor is much better as compared to previous generation. I have Intel i5 3rd generation, and it is very old generation, and it hangs my PC sometimes when I do a tough work or in SolidWorks. So I highly recommend you that you buy a latest version of i5. Remember, if you are a college student and doing less number of parts and working simulation, then Intel i5 is going to do work for you. You don't need to buy expensive thing. If you have a little more money, then buy Intel Core i7. In case you have money more, then I recommend that you go for Intel AMD Ryzen 3600. Okay. Now uh, now let's talk about the motherboard. Okay, now here you can see that this is an expensive motherboard. So a question arises, what kind of motherboard you should buy. For example, currently Intel 10th generation processor is going on. So here you can see it can support Intel 10th gen processors, but here it can support Intel 8th or 9th gen processor. So when you buy a processor or configuration, make sure that your motherboard support all those things. Sometimes people buy a high quality processor, but they don't buy a high quality motherboard. Remember, a motherboard is the basic main thing, because everything is going to attach to the motherboard. If your motherboard is not compatible, buying expensive processor, graphic card, everything is worthless. So make sure that you buy a motherboard that is compatible to it. Okay, and for example, it support 8th and 9th generation. So your 9th generation Intel Core i9 might work in this, but in case you have bought the latest 10th generation processor, it might not going to work in this very correctly. Okay, so don't worry, I have put the name of the processor that you a name of the motherboard that you get, that will give you better results. So you can check the description. Now let's talk about the graphic card. A question arises, what does the graphic card do in the SolidWorks? Remember, higher the graphic card version, higher it will give you the clarity in your graphics. But I recommend for college students, just get any 4 GB graphic card, and it, if possible, get the GDDR version 5 4. Okay, don't buy DDR version 6, because it is very expensive and it is just waste of money for you, because you are just a college student. So it's better that you buy a DDR4 or 5 version. And if you are doing a less heavy work, just recommend DDR4 version. You don't need to buy a heavy version. 4 GB RAM is enough for you. Now a question arises, what kind of RAM you should buy. So in case of RAM, okay, in case of RAM, I highly recommend that you have minimum 8 GB of RAM. If you go to the SolidWorks official website, you will see that they recommend you 32 GB RAM. 32 GB RAM they recommend because they assuming that you are going to use SolidWorks fully and every part of simulation, motion analysis. That is the reason they recommend you 32 GB. But you are college students, so 8 GB RAM is going to enough for you for your PC work. But if you are doing a heavy work in which assembly parts are more, then I recommend you that you go for 16 GB variant. And never buy a RGB RAM. Remember, RGB RAM doesn't going to add something. The only thing the RGB RAM can do, it can just look good, but it doesn't do something good. It only just make your PC bad, because for example, when you are doing a hard work, your PC gets heats up. The RGB going to increase your heat for your PC, but not going to do some good work for your PC. So I highly recommend, don't buy a RGB PC. Okay, don't never buy a RGB. Just buy a simple one that will gonna do your work. Okay. Now after that, a question arises, when you should buy all these things. I highly recommend that you buy these for Western countries, that you buy these on Black Friday or Christmas, because at these days you will get a discount. For those who are from Islamic countries, I recommend that you buy in for example Eid or some festival where you get higher discounts. For example, in Asian countries, for example in India, best day you can buy it on Diwali sales. you will get a cheaper price. Okay, now let's talk about the advanced version. Those who want to buy for advanced version heavy work. For heavy work version, I highly recommend that you buy a AMD 93900X 12 core. It is a very best PC, and if you see Intel Core i9, I recommend you that you buy AMD Ryzen 9 3900X. I will put a benchmark list in my description. You can see that AMD Ryzen in lead in many ways, and its quality is far better than Intel Core i9. And if you check the price, its original price is $564 and its original price is $499. Okay, so not only it is cheap, but it is far stronger and better. And here you can see it is 12 core 24 threads, and here you can see it is 8 core, and its threads will also 16 thread, I guess, but they are not as strong as it. And there are versions of Intel Core i9 in which there are 8 cores and 8 threads. So I highly recommend that you buy in AMD Ryzen 3900X for the advanced version. Now, if you are doing a heavy work, then I recommend you that you buy a minimum 32 GB of RAM, and make sure that you buy this quality of RAM Corsair, because it's a quality. Remember, buying a quality product is better. Okay, there are other versions of RAM too, for example Kingston and other, but I recommend you that you buy a Corsair RAM. And when you buying a RAM, make sure you buy RAM in a single one time. For example, you think, hey, I'm going to upgrade my PC later on, so I'm just going to buy 16 GB RAM right now and 16 GB RAM later on. So what it will going to create a problem is that, for example, you bought a 16 GB RAM right now. Okay, now what will going to happen after a year or 2 years, that they will 16 GB RAM available in the market, but either the RAM versions got advanced or it is not going to compatible with your motherboard. So make sure that when you buy a RAM, you buy all RAM in a single time, so that their serial keys, everything can link up with easily compatible with the previous RAM. So I highly recommend that if you are buying RAM, buy it at once. Or if you are thinking that buying a RAM later on, make sure that the RAM will be available in the future on of the same configuration and serial number, because if there is a difference between them, you will find that your PC is not going to increase up to optimal level, because there is a difference of version and etc. something. Okay, now in case of motherboard, I highly recommend that you buy some Asus ROG Wi-Fi LAN Intel 10 generation motherboard. A question is why? Remember, I told you that a better motherboard means better compatibility with your PC, plus it can not only it can reduce the heat and future upgradation, it can easily possible in the motherboard, but you can also make a lot of things to modify your PC easily. Okay, so I highly recommend that you buy a Asus good motherboard. I have given the name in the description. You can check the price in your country, because I am not putting the product link in the description, because everybody has different countries, so it might different in vary in price. So I just put the name in the description, so you can just check out and see the price in your country on. Okay, and for graphic card, I highly recommend, because you are doing a heavy work, I highly recommend that you go for something quadro processors. Okay, don't go below for quadro processors, because I am assuming that you are going to make a part of minimum 1000 parts of assembly, and it can go up beyond. So I highly recommend that you go for a quadro processor of 32 GB RAM or DDR6 version RAM. Make sure DDR6 version RAM is very good and fast, so I highly recommend that you go for a quadro version if you are doing a heavy work. Okay, now for example, here is PNY RTX 4000. It is quite a good graphic card. It is expensive. Okay, it is quite expensive also too, but it is a good quadro if you are working a heavy projects. Remember, I am again saying, for heavy projects having more than 1000 products and your project is $1 million project, then go for quadro products. Okay, don't go for a 12 GB RAM or 4 GB RAM. Okay, make sure that you go for a this is I guess that is DRT. It is near about 12 GB 32 GB, I guess it is 32 GB of PNR NVIDIA Quadro. Let's see. it is 8 GB. Okay, it is 8 GB, but it is a DDR6 version RAM, so it is gonna be very fast. Currently there is a version of RTX 6000 or 8000, so I recommend if you have money then go for it because they have highest speed. And make sure that if you are working a big project that is basically depend on $1,000,000, so go for a DDR6 version of RAM. Now next thing is what kind of laptop you should buy. Now this is the main question basically many people ask. For example, if you're industrial, then go for a expensive laptop, normal thing. But what kind of expensive laptop? So for example, here are some laptop for the college students. Okay, so for college students I highly recommend that you have minimum configuration of 8 GB RAM, Intel Core i5 and Nvidia graphic card GeForce. Okay, and if possible you can see integrated or dedicated, and you have minimum 1 terabyte of RAM and sorry 1 terabyte of RAM, sorry, not RAM, hard disk. Okay, and highly recommended to buy a SSD hard disk, not a HDD. Always buy a solid state drive because they are fast and it will help to open your file, close and open very quickly, and it is very beneficial for you for your projects. Okay, and your PC will lag less. And here are some PC recommendation. Again, I have put down the laptop's name in the descriptions so you can check out yourself. Okay, and here are some laptop that I recommended: MSI Intel Core i7 for heavy workload users. Okay, Intel Core i7 256 GB and okay, so you can see this. And if you like this video, just click on the like, subscribe and share button. And if anybody can support this channel financially, I will very thankful. You can just support us on PayPal. I will be thankful to you. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubts and queries, make sure that you ask in comments. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Namaste.